Listen, if this is your first winter here, nobody prepared you because this cold has no respect for anybody's destiny. Today, let's talk about surviving this weather before you start questioning your life decisions. We are clearing the myths, talking flu, layering, driving, skincare, saving money, staying warm, and how to keep yourself sane until summer returns from wherever it is you disappeared to. Join me, guys. First of all, let's clear some myths because some of these things people say would definitely set you up for failure. Myth number one, the cold gives you flu. Nah, winter doesn't give you flu. It's the dry hair, the closed windows, and human beings breathing on each other like a group project. Winter doesn't give you flu. People do. Myth number two, if you dress warm enough, you won't feel the cold. Lie. Absolute lie. Even if your jacket has a limit, or no limit at all, the goal is not to be warm. It is not to free into an inspirational statue. Myth number three, turn on the heat and your home will be instantly, very hot. It will become hot or warm. Please, your heater is not a microwave. It needs time. So show it some love. Do not torture it by turning it on and off every 10 minutes. Next, we need to talk about layering. How do you dress during winter? So this cold, so the cold doesn't humble you. You need to know how to dress properly for this weather. Let's talk dressing. Because winter fashion it's pretty cute. I love it. But frostbite is not cute. Quick story. So when we just got to Canada, my husband had wanted to go out that day. We were still in the Airbnb, so we're pretty still new in Canada at this point. So my husband wanted to go to the store to get some things, and I said to him that day, I said, please put on your gloves, put on something warm. And he said, oh, I'm just going to wear a jacket. I said, no, don't just wear your jacket. Put on your gloves. This dude said, no, that the jacket is warm enough, that the weather is not that cold. At this point, we're talking about unit level weather, like I think it was 8 degrees Celsius, and we're just in Canada newly then. So your body still needs to adjust. So he insisted, because I knew that he was setting himself up for war. So what I did was I insisted that no, he asked us to wear it. So I put those gloves in his pocket. Eventually, when he got to where he was going to, by the time he got there, actually, his hands were already freezing. It snuck up on him basically, and he did not realize that his hands were already very cold until he started to feel so much frostbite. And at the point, he couldn't press his phone anymore. His fingers were not working, and he said he had to call Siri. Hey Siri, please call my wife to help him to even dial the phone. It was that bad. You don't underestimate this cold. You don't. That's the first step to failure. Don't underestimate this cold, please. So basically, the secret to surviving this Canada is layering. This Canadian winter is layering. You have 3 layers. The number 1 layer is the base layer. It's usually like a tight innerwear that keeps the heat in. This is what sort of locks in the heat on your body, in there. And then the middle one, which is your sweater, fleece or hoodie, something like this, something really cute and warm and cozy. And then you have the third outer layer, usually like a windproof or waterproof coat, because the wind here, it will enter your jacket like it knows your ancestors. And then importantly, the accessories, your gloves, your scarf, your hat, warm socks, not thick socks. Your head loses its heat faster than the money leaves your account during December. So you have to keep your head very warm. You have to find a very nice warm head warmer to keep your head warm. If you like, even add the hoodie, for double protection. You can't underestimate it. Next, you need to plan your outfit or you regret it. In this winter, you don't just go out. You have to plan going out. You have to check your weather app. I said it in my previous video. Weather app is one of the most important apps here in Canada. Look at the wind chill because you can have -5 and it will feel like -20. So you have to really check to know what you don't take a knife to a gunfight. Give yourself some extra time because walking in winter is slow motion. So you have to plan ahead. And errands, you have to like combine them. You don't keep going. Don't be doing like 7 trips in one day because winter would humble you. You would eventually need something really important and you won't be able to get it because you won't be able to get into that winter anymore, into that weather anymore. So next, you have to save your money and keep your home warm. You have to plan to do that as well in winter. So let's talk about staying warm without breaking your wallet. Don't be stingy with your thermostat. Don't be. Keeping the heat on a steady, consistent level is cheaper than blasting it randomly. You don't keep turning it up and down. Use draft stoppers or rolled towels. They sell them in Dollarama at the bottom of the doors to keep the atmosphere, to keep the heat in. Close your vents in maybe rooms that are not used. Use curtains. Use curtains. They're your best friends. I still use my curtains like I was in Nigeria because they keep, everything together. Then the warm socks. Wear your warm socks at home as well. And if you can, if you can get a humidifier, dry hair, it makes the home feel even colder. So if you can get a humidifier, get them. And remember, staying warm is cheaper than getting sick. You don't want to expose yourself to cold even inside your home while trying to save money due to electricity. Really, keeping it on a level, it's better than trying to, save money by turning it off and on. Especially when it comes, yeah, these baseboards and the heat pumps, they are meant to work round the clock. They are not meant for you to put it off and on. They are set in ways that they would automatically stop working at a level and pick up work at some level as well. If your home is at a particular temperature, you won't have to make you blast or work extra when you turn it on because it's already at that temperature. So it would maintain that level for you better. So you save better by actually leaving it on than when you turn it on and off. So don't be penny wise pound foolish. Next is staying hydrated even if you don't feel thirsty. This weather, winter tricks you because you don't sweat much. You hardly even sweat. So, but your body is always dry. You may not feel it, but you really truly need to stay hydrated. You need to drink water. You need to always have your water bottle around you. Warm teas do count. You can have teas as well. And no 7-Ups or no Milo. They do not count as hydration. You need to actually truly, stay hydrated at all times, even if you're not feeling thirsty. Just warm your throat. Stay hydrated, basically. Skincare. Protect your skin from disrespect this winter, please. Your skin during winter, it needs help. It needs extra care for this period. You cannot overemphasize this. You need to use a thick, advanced moisturizer when creaming this period. After using the moisturizer, you still need to apply things like shea butter or oil on top of it to seal it in. And you have to apply everything right after you shower to lock in the moisture. Don't let your skin get dry before you rub it in. And yes, SPF, even in winter, you definitely do need that. And don't forget your lips. Don't go around with chapped lips. Your hands and feet, they all have special cream that you can use. Winter will drag your skin by the edges if you don't respect it. So you have to put that into consideration. You need to keep hand creams that are specially for winter, and you can use it for your feet as well. And there are some that you can actually use on your lip as well. And next, please, warm bath. Nothing eats like a warm bath after fighting the cold outside. Keep it warm, not boiling. No. Just about 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Moisturize immediately after you come out of it. You won't feel like that warm bath, but trust me, once you finish having that warm bath during winter, you will come back and say thank you to me. Next, car essentials during winter. This is a life-saving information that you need to know. So if you drive, listen closely. Keep these things in your car during winter. Your gloves, blanket, extra blanket. Yes, you need it. You need a lighter, power bank, like a small shovel, ice scraper, the icer, snacks, and even water. You always need to keep water in your car, especially during winter. If you drive on highways and all of that, you need to keep these things in your car. And please, please, and please drive with sense. This period needs extra care when on the road because there's low visibility. There is what we call the black ice. There is slippery road that you have to consider. And remember, an at-fault accident stays on your record. Insurance will climb like rent in Toronto for you if you're not careful. So slow down. Keep good distance between you and the next vehicle and stay safe. You don't want to drive roughly. If you sleep on the road, it's an at-fault accident because it is expected that you cannot say the ice is at fault, can you? You made it there. So please drive carefully. And if you can afford it, take a vacation. During winter, take a vacation. Most Canadians run away during winter. A lot, not most, sure. The real winter arc, the real deal, is called escape. Escape, run. If you can afford it, just take a break. Even a short trip somewhere warm would be very nice. It would fix your mood, it would fix your skin, fix your sanity, fix your relationship with winter. I traveled during last winter a couple of times, and I really think it made winter really short for me and really nice for me as well. So yes, sometimes the best way to survive winter is just to avoid winter entirely. I like winter. However, like sometimes just taking that break out to go and get some heat, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of Canadians are actually they are what we call snowbirds. They spend like 6 months away from Canada. Once winter starts, they pack their bags and they go somewhere warm to go and enjoy their life. And then when winter is over or towards the end of winter, they come back in, and that's how they live their life. Every year they are like that. 6 months out, 6 months in, and they're enjoying their lives that way. So if you really cannot stand it, find a job that can help you work remotely. And if you can afford it, yeah, please pack your bags and just go. So that is the ultimate winter survival guide. Remember, winter is not your enemy. You just need to understand how it behaves. Dress smart, keep your home warm, stay hydrated, moisturize like you're preparing for battle, plan your outings, and drive with sense. And if everything else doesn't work, book a flight. The snow will still be here when you come back. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, like the video, share it with someone who's suffering through this weather, and subscribe for more real life survival content and travel content. Stay warm. Your Canada can never conquer you. Peace out.